Hi everyone, welcome back to Board Baobab. Today I have a very lovely box that I'm really excited to unbox for you guys. It's the Death Core of Krieg Combat Patrol, and this is very special for me because this is a birthday present from my parents. So I'm really, really looking forward to this. It has pretty much everything I'd like from the Krieg section. We have the heavy artillery or artillery teams. We got the Krieg command squad. We got some Kriegers over there, and of course the Death Riders, the cavalry over there. Let's get into this unboxing. All right. Hopefully all the pieces are here, because we have had in previous unboxings. Sometimes I only realized when I start putting them together. We have pieces that are either missing or damaged, and I've had to get either replacements or they give me a voucher. So hopefully everything's here. Okay, so first off we have our instruction manual. We have Commissar, I believe, or at least it's definitely on that sprue from the looks of things, because there's the power fist. We got the power rapier, as well as, yeah, there's this helmet over there. Very, very nice. Loving that. We got more of the command squad over here, different units. That flag is going to be a lot of fun to paint. I don't know if you can see that there. Very good. And yeah, we got a flamer over here, and I think this is part of, I think it's the Grenadiers weaponry. They got some sort of alchemist as well as the comms unit. But yeah, the command squad is something I've been very excited to try and build. The one challenge is because with this commissar, what I want to try and do is I want to try and magnetize pieces of the body so I can use all the equipment and just switch it out accordingly. But I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to do it when I'm looking at like this body over here, if there's going to be enough space for the magnets to be able to fit in there. It's going to be a bit of a challenge, but I think I might be able to do it. We'll have to see how it goes out. I might have to get another command squad if it turns horribly. That's the one risk about trying to, at least the way I do it, is where I use my trusty drill and try and drill in the side and magnetize appropriately. And we have our Death Riders. I think I'm going to go with the Lancers for the Death Riders. Maybe one I'll do the carbines, I think they're called. These carbines over here. But yeah, very, 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 very nice. Yep. And more of the Death Riders. Should probably flip these around because some of the sprues you can't really see from the one side. So I am looking forward to painting the Death Riders. They are pretty useless apparently in the actual game, but maybe 11th edition will change that. Who knows? Though they did say you're going to keep your data sheets or data sheets. So yeah. Now here's the heavy weapons team, or are they heavy weapons teams? I can't remember what they're called. But they're, yeah, I'm sure it's heavy weapons team. But you get to now choose between heavy stubbards, heavy flamers, or I think these are big las cannons. But apparently you don't need to stick these. These are very much like the artillery team that you can just take it out and swap them accordingly. I believe, from what I've been told. I will try, if not, to magnetize them as well, so I can swap them out accordingly. my Krieg force will actually look like a force, because right now all I got is an artillery team, which I love. I think it looks awesome, as well as some Krieg engineers and my kill team Krieger squad. We've got some more Krieg numbers over there, but before that, this is, I believe, the Krieg infantry, which is the infantry corps, as Mordian Glory would say. And I do love the Krieg infantry. I think they look epic. Absolutely awesome. And there we got some more numbers there. I don't know how much I'm going to be using these transfer sheets. And then there's some more bases over there. But that's pretty much it. I don't think there's anything else to show. I have been told that some of these sprues are very difficult to put together. I think it's the Death Riders are very, very fiddly. And so that might be a challenge to put together. But we'll see how it goes. So that is the combat patrol. I'll go through one last little run of what's in, what's out. The only then Krieger model I'm missing is Lord Marshal Dreer, which I think I will get at some point. Not anytime soon. I have seen one of those old launch boxes, which is interesting and has Lord Marshal Dreer, and it has a lot of cavalry in it. It has 2 cavalry. And at first I wasn't very keen on the cavalry, but then I have slowly started warming up to them and think they're actually pretty cool. Only thing about the cavalry is they have frag lances and not melter lances, which I think is a bit of a pity. I do like this cutlass over here. Or rapier. No, it's not a rapier. Or cutlass. Awesome. Kriegers. Good news from Adepticon. Adepticon has just happened. We are going to be getting Steel Legion. Not that I'm a Steel Legion player, but I do feel for the Steel Legion, and I did feel bad when they showed the trailer for Commissar Yarrick, who I do kind of want to get to show that good decisions by GW are good decisions. At least part of me feels like that. I haven't decided yet, but I do think I probably will get my hands on the new model in some way or another. And I did feel like we didn't belong there, Kriegers, or at least we shouldn't have been on so much on the forefront. It should have been the Steel Legion, and we can see via the fact of them showing those only concept art that they showed us, and they can put, I'm sorry, I have to say this, they can put 2025 as much as they want. I don't believe you that you were coming up with concept art in 2025. If it was rejected and you decided you're not doing Steel Legion anymore. And that is a absolute travesty, because you're going to Armageddon, their homeworld, which is, from my understanding, the only place you can find the Steel Legion. They're not like the Kriegers and Cadians who are everywhere. So, yeah. Anyway, I don't want to get a big rant about that. That's all I have to say about that. Anyway, guys, keep growing. I hope you have a wonderful evening or day wherever you are. Get what the models that you want to get and are inspired by, and build and paint until your hearts are content, but do it responsibly. Always, how should I say, stay within your financial means. All the best, guys. Cheers.